the Wii Viewer here. It's time to review Columns 3, The Revenge of Columns for the Virtual Console. In the early 90s, I had a feeling that Columns didn't like being called a Tetris clone. So they decided that if they came up with a really pretentious name, it would get more respect. Columns 3, The Revenge of Columns. You might think that might be the stupidest name for a puzzle game, but that honor actually goes to its predecessor, Columns 2, The Voyage Through Time. The game has a bit of a storyline. Wait, what was that? Pyramid? They must have had 15 years to fix this game. They must have figured, no one cares. No one's really going to download this game. You're traveling through the pyramid, battling animals and monsters. That's it. That's the storyline. I don't know why Columns is trying to get revenge. Maybe it was mad that Columns 2 didn't get ported over from the arcade. Is the game worth 800 Wii points? It depends on how many friends you have. You can have up to 5 people playing at the same time. And for that, it's awesome. But if you're looking for a standalone game, it's a bit harder to recommend.
Instead of battling yourself for the best score, the whole game is about battling enemies. You sometimes have to fight 11 different enemies to win the game. In order to make the game a bit more challenging, they make it so you have to win against each enemy twice. You have to win 2 out of 3 games. The beginning enemies are easy, but they get harder really fast. If you win, you might get an item to help you in a future battle.
The game is very fast-paced due to the game's inventive use of a crush bar. For every 10 gems you get, you can add a crush bar to the opponent's game board and take yours down. There are other magic things you can do, some very useful, like the magic bell that destroys all the jewels on your board. The heavyweight is a little less useful in a pinch because it only takes a few crush bars away. Plus there are a few others. The magic jewels, when activated, can do different effects to your enemy's board, from making it unable to shift jewels to flipping the board upside down. The graphics are okay, I guess. I thought the Game Gear version looked better. It was more artistic. The real problem with the game is the fact you can't play by yourself. You have to always battle something. It makes the game not fun for a quick game. After you battle your opponents a few times, you wish you could enjoy a game by yourself, but that option never comes. The great part about Columns was the simplistic play, but that's gone from this version, and it's a shame. It's very hard to recommend this game. As much as I love Columns, this game felt more like it was a spin-off more than a sequel. If you have to choose from the original Columns and this version, I would stick to the original. It had more replayability than this game. My advice to Sega is this: keep it simple.